I almost gave up on this video. The plan was to build the Toy Factory by Fulv 3D. I had previously done the Haunted Mansion, and that build went flawless. Like, from start to finish, there were literally no issues. Printing was great, the build was great, the lights worked, it was perfect. And so I instantly knew I wanted to build another one. And so I picked the Toy Factory. If we go to Fulv's Cults 3D page, we can see that he offers two different versions for the Toy Factory. He's got the static belt option, or you can do the bundle, which includes the moving conveyor belt option. And for $3 more, why not? And so as soon as I saw that there was a moving conveyor belt option, I was for sure going to be trying that one. I had a lot of confidence going into this build, especially with how the last one went. I really didn't think there was anything that could go wrong. Stay tuned. So we'll start with the filament. All of Fulv's models include a materials list to help you buy the things that you need and then get started as soon as possible. Most, if not all, of his models are created using Polymaker filaments. And because I had so much fun with the Haunted Mansion build, and because it seemed like you guys liked the Haunted Mansion build, Polymaker decided to sponsor this one as well. So thank you to Polymaker for sending over the filaments, and thank you to you guys for watching. So, unboxing the filaments. There's a lot, but you don't use most of them until the very end of the printing. At the start, you basically just use the cotton white, the marble, and the starlight. However, you do end up using the gold silk for almost every print after these first few. So, looking back now, I wish I would have re-spooled some of the gold filament onto a spare roll so that I could have used it in multiple printers at the same time. Otherwise, printing is gonna take a while. Even though printing took a while, it still went pretty smooth. The Purge Tower even looks cool. We're starting to get quite a few prints done, but still a lot of printing to go. This is taking quite a bit longer than the previous build, just because every single piece, it seems, uses the silk gold. And I only ordered one, so it's just kind of chilling in this machine, and I'm just running print after print. So things are taking a while, but we're getting there. And today we're actually starting, I think, the coolest piece, the nutcrackers. The next day, the nutcrackers finished, kind of, so it actually ended up clogging my printer or my extruder with 16 minutes to go. I think there was like one color change left and it clogged. Wow, this needs... The only thing that's not finished is the upper chest. There's like a tiny little hole, and after 190 color changes, I really don't think I'm gonna print this again. I may, in the end, you may see a fully built new nutcracker in the final reveal, but I think I'm just gonna move on because I don't really have time to print this again and risk another clog. So I think this nutcracker is gonna be what it is, and that's okay. On to the next pieces. Plenty of printing still to go. Alright, I got my extruder fixed. That is great. I went to run the next print, and a PTFE tube inside the AMS has split open and the filament will not feed anymore. So more repairs before I can continue, but it is what it is. That's part of 3D printing. I'll get it done and then we'll be back to work. Fixed it, now back to printing. Alright, we have pretty much finished printing. I've got all of the decorative pieces finished up, the PETG is finishing up, and all that I have left is the TPU. And I've saved it for the end, because I'm new to TPU. I've done Flex PLA, but I have a feeling this is going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to throw it in the dryer overnight, and then hopefully tomorrow we can finish printing. And then we're ready for the build. I have been waiting so patiently to be able to finally start building this toy factory. Today is finally the day. I've got the PDF pulled up behind me. If you are new to Fulv's designs, he gives you a PDF document with pictures and instructions, and he's also included an interactive instruction manual type thing. So we'll be following the PDF, putting the parts together, and we're ready to do that right now. Oh no! I screwed way too hard, so now I will have to glue. Okay, next we need to start working with the lights. And I got 10 feet, these are from Walmart, I think they were like $5. Installing the lights was a bit more challenging for this build. The design and the instructions were all perfect. This was just a me issue. And it didn't help that I broke that pole either. Sweet! The lights are done! Finally! Goodness gracious. That was not easy. After the lights, I finished filling in the rest of the base until it was time to start installing the moving belt. Conveyor belt time. And this is going to be a little intimidating, maybe. It's just a bunch of PETG parts. There are quite a bit of strings lingering on here, so I kind of need to clean this up a little bit. That's good enough, I think. I got a bunch of presents on there. Hopefully they don't all fall off. And so next we are working on the main building. We finished the base and the conveyor belt. But now we have all of these parts for the building. Columns are done. Now is the nutcrackers. And I left them with the holes in their chest. I think it looks fine. Maybe it's like a ornamental, like it's supposed to be there. Maybe. Yeah, the windows are done. Nice. Next, I am doing the bricks, which is cool. I like that there were options for the bricks. So you could either print this kind, where they're just like individual pieces, and I'm going to be gluing them on. These are 2 colors, started with white, and then it printed the starlight on top. Or he has an option in there where you print the whole base, the whole house, already with the texture on it. Single color print. It'll still have a brick texture on the outside. It just won't be 2 colors like this. But I went with the 2 color design. And so now it's time to start putting the bricks on the house. It feels like I'm getting really close to the end, but then I look at all the parts on the table and there's still so many. Okay. Now, I'll just have to wait for it to dry before the final reveal. It's a day later, the glue is dry. I haven't even personally plugged this in yet. I've been waiting for you guys. And so now it is finally time for us to plug in the toy factory and see it in all of its glory. Plug in the lights. Oh. Plug in the motor. Turn the motor on, or does the motor already just come on? Motor! And it is working. This thing is spinning, but it just wasn't spinning this. So I'll have to play with that a little bit, but at least we know the motor does work. Alright, so without the belt, it spins fine. So I just gotta figure out how to make it work with the belt. I started troubleshooting by cleaning up the TPU belts first. I wanted to see if this would help before completely reprinting these pieces. Woo! It's working! Kind of! It's getting caught on something, but it's still moving. Ah! That's as much movement as I was able to get out of the belt. I decided to reprint the Pet G and TPU and try again in a few days. Still quite a bit of stringing, but I'll see if I can make this work, hopefully. Besides the strings, it's pretty clean. All I had to do now was take out the old belt assembly and then install the new one. Should be pretty easy. Alright, so I've taken apart the old Pet G pieces, and with the new prints, it's pretty cool, the quality difference. So, slowed down, we got this nice, translucent, shiny, clear looking piece. The old piece is pretty white, kind of matte and milky looking, so definitely a big difference in the quality between these 2 prints, so hopefully we get some good results. Plugging it in to see if this part works first. It's working. Okay, this is further than we got last time, so I'm gonna keep going and hope. Okay, here we go. No! Why? It just won't run the top belt. I had to rig it up with this wire to pull the pieces together, but it's going. And so I'm gonna put the top on. It's moving! That's as good as we're gonna get. So we got the belt moving, kind of. Pretty happy with this progress. We persevered and we did not quit, even though it still only barely moves, but hey, it moves a little bit. So we made some progress. But I think this is where I'm gonna call the project. I can't spend any more time making this belt move any faster or any more than it's gonna move right now. So it was a fun build. The mechanical part gave me some trouble, but we learned a lot. I'm pretty much dialed in my pet G prints, so I'm pretty happy with that. I got better at the TPU, and we learned a lot, and that's what matters. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you to Polymaker for sending me the filaments, and thank you to my Patreon for all the support. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright, that's where it's gonna stop, I guess.